My name is Casey Carpenter, and I will be doing this presentation over nightmare disorder. We will be going over the introduction, some symptoms, some causes, treatments, and just a summary of what we went over. Nightmare disorder is a disorder that affects your sleep process. It is known to make you have nightmares that cause you to not be able to wake up as easy as you normally would, and can be extremely frightening. Many times it causes body sweats and anxiety. Nightmare disorder is extremely scary and can be very overwhelming for one to go through. Nightmares can happen at any age, but are most common in children. Symptoms: sleepwalking and cannot wake up while being in a panicking dream, sweating, heart pounding uncontrollably, eyes open but still dreaming, dreams that feel extremely real, dreams where you feel unsafe, and waking up feeling sad, anxious, and scared. My son actually has night terrors, well, not necessarily night terrors, but nightmare disorder, and he's had them since he was 2, and he is now 8, and it is very, very scary. And he talks out loud, he looks at certain parts of the ceiling and begs things to not kill him. He begs things to go away. He begs for my husband and I to help him. He screams for us to help him. And normally what we do is give him a drink of water to calm him, just so he has to use his hands and his mouth. And 9 times out of 10, that's how we'll bring him out of it. And he's able to tell us what he saw, what was in the dream, but this normally happens once a month, and it has for several years. Who can have nightmare disorders? Nightmares can actually happen to anyone at any time, but normally happen during your REM. REM, which stands for rapid eye movement, is a deep part of your sleep where your body is completely relaxed and you're almost in a paralyzed state. People speculate on what causes nightmare disorder, but it is still unclear. The main contributions that studies relate to nightmare disorder is how much stress is in your life. Maybe you can have so much stress that your body is reacting to it in its sleep, being so overtired that your body basically freaks out when you're asleep. Anxiety, and this can be if you hardly ever have anxiety, or if you have anxiety disorder, if you're medicated for anxiety, if you're not medicated for anxiety, just all types of anxiety. Some medications lead to a higher probability of having these sleep disruptions. So you should study your medication that you're taking if you're also having nightmares, because this could lead to what is affecting your sleep. Out of all the people in the world that have nightmares, only 2 to 8% have them so bad that it causes this. Up to 50% of that is children that have nightmares so bad that it wakes up their parents. With my son, every single time he has a nightmare, it wakes us up. He makes sure to, because he wants us to help him. He wants us to save him and get him out of whatever is going on. Is there a cure? Even though there may not be an outright cure, there are many options that you can choose from to possibly help you or your loved one that is experiencing these nightmares. Talking to a counselor about what you see in your dreams can potentially help figuring out the underlying issue. Imagery rehearsal therapy. This approach helps you reimagine your nightmares with different, less frightening outcomes, with the goal being to reprogram your nightmares to be less disturbing if they reoccur. Systematic Sorry, I had to plug in my computer. Systematic desensitization. This approach involves gradual exposure to the disturbing or frightening dream content to lessen your emotional response. This is useful when recurring nightmares appear after severe trauma. Stress management. Managing stress in your life can help you manage your nightmares. This may include relaxation training so that you are able to reduce the anxiety or tension that keeps you from falling asleep, and so you can go back to sleep after your nightmare. With my son, we've tried several things. We never did a sleep study, and maybe that should be a next step because that has been brought to our attention. But he's never experienced severe trauma. There's never been anything in his life that should cause PTSD for him to have anything to be scared of. But he always talks about a black figure, a black ghost-like figure over and over and over. We've taken video games that have any scary content. We've taken YouTube. We've taken anything where maybe he's seeing something that we're unaware of. But there's just no cure except we control the routine at night to try to help him get the most sleep. We have a calming environment before bed. How can you help someone with nightmare disorder? Bedtime routine. Make sure the nighttime routine is relaxing and calming. Routine is best and getting enough sleep. It is so important, especially for children who are in school and extracurricular activities, to get enough sleep at night. This will help everything in life. But even if they're not just having nightmare disorder, it can help their dreams in general. Reassurance. Let the adult or child know that you are there for them. Stay calm and patient while they are going through these episodes. It is completely out of their control. So don't get annoyed with them, don't get upset with them. Just let them know that you're there and you want to help them, and do whatever you can. Questions. Ask all the questions about the nightmare. Ask them what happened, what they saw, who was involved. Ask them their feelings while going through it. Ask them while they were scared. Ask just anything you can. All the information that you can get out of them in that moment can help you help them down the road. Comfort. Find ways to comfort your child. Do not let them feel like they have to go through this alone. A big thing is what they sleep with at night. My son has a stuffed animal and he calls it Snakey, that he sleeps with every single night. And when he doesn't have this, he tends to have the nightmares more often. This is just something he knows to take with him to bed every single night, and it brings him comfort. A lot of kids have a special blanket, a special pillow, just whatever that is, make sure that they have it. De-stress. Help the person get rid of the stress that is taking over their mind. Practice deep breathing or other exercises before bed. Some people may practice meditation. Some people may pray or read their Bible. It all just depends on your beliefs and your practices on what eases you at night to give you the most calmness before going to sleep. Summary. One cannot help that they have a nightmare disorder. It is completely out of their control. But it is our job as the people who love them to be a calm during this very scary time for them. Help them get help, especially if you know if they have a traumatic event in life or possibly be struggling from PTSD. If you know somebody that has served in war, that may have seen some things and still have nightmares because of it, they possibly need help. Never make a child feel bad for having a nightmare. Don't act like it is an inconvenience that they woke you up, because you are their comfort. They are scared and helpless and just need reassurance. If this is a common occurrence, seek out professional help. There are many options out there to help you help them, and do not wait. Start a healthy bedtime routine and make sure everyone is getting a good amount of sleep each night. Don't wait until this is happening several nights a week. I mean, with Ethan, we got him help pretty quickly because it was just a common occurrence and we did not want him to go through this scared. I mean, he was just screaming and just don't wait. Don't wait. Thank you.